So hello everyone and welcome back to another video of F1 2019 game news. This is the third video that I've done so far. I haven't done anything on the pricing because and it's a good job I didn't do anything on the pricing because they've released this other edition, the Legends Edition. So yes, let's get started. Are you ready for today's exciting news? We've got a lot for you today and we're putting it all into one place for you to check out at your leisure. There are links below before you score, but don't worry, you can read through this without our spoiler URLs if you prefer. I'm not going to do that, but if you want to read through it yourself, the link will be in the description. But we've got the Legends Edition, the Anniversary Edition, the cover art. I'm not going to cover the Steelbook because it's just literally the F1 2019 logo in a thing. Formula 2, a couple of screenshots, and I won't touch on pre-order because you can't pre-order yet on digital download. It's only on Amazon Game, places like that. So let's start off with the Legends Editions. We're very happy to tell you that the greatest F1 rivalry between Ayrton, Senna and Alain Prost will be renewed in F1 2019, the official video game blah 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 blah. How you ask? Firstly, let's show us our brand new trailer, which you saw at the start. Once again, change the music because of copyright to something more YouTube friendly. Fancy getting your hands on this? Then those of you who purchased the F1 2019 Legends Edition will get to drive as Ayrton Senna in his 1990 McLaren MP4/5B and the Ferrari F190 face off over 8 race challenges and receive exclusive Prost and Senna themed multiplayer car liveries. Now, first of all, I want to say that both of those cars, the 90 Ferrari and the 90 McLaren, are not in the current F1 series. It's the 89 McLaren, 89 and 91 McLaren that are in the game, and I think it's then 95 is the closest. So 1990. So this will mean you'll be able to do a comparison between 89, 90 and 91 McLaren, which was pretty much their dominant era between Senna and Prost. Because Prost won in 89. Did he win an? I can't remember. I think he won an 89. I think Senna won 88. Now, intriguingly, eight rounds. Now, I'm just having a look at the 1919 calendar. There was only 16 races back then. They had the United States Grand Prix, but that was at Phoenix, which was ill-fated. Brazil, Interlagos. Now we have Interlagos already. San Marino, obviously Imola. Whether we'll see Imola back on the game in the classic tracks, which people have been screaming for, we'll have to wait and see. Monaco, there's the Canadian Grand Prix at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. So Mexican Grand Prix, so that is 4. Paul Ricard, 5. The British Grand Prix at Silverstone, 6. The German Grand Prix at Hockenheim, 7. Hungarian Grand Prix at Hungary, 8. The Belgian Grand Prix at Spa, 9. And the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, 10. Obviously, there's the Portuguese Grand Prix at Estoril, the Spanish Grand Prix at Jerez, the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, 11. The Australian Grand Prix, which was at Adelaide at the time. So, out of those 16 races, there were 11 circuits, not 8. that are currently on the Formula 1 calendar. Now, whether or not they'll remove the 3 boring ones like the French Grand Prix and a couple of others, or not, we'll have to wait and see. But we'll have to wait and see what these challenges are and whether they're going to replace the current race challenges that we have, or whether they're going to be in addition to those challenges. We're also going to see this in Senna in multiplayer car. You probably, if you I haven't got screenshots of this, but they're in the trailer anyway, so go and check that out. Go and rewind the video to the start, and you'll see the it does specify them. They're literally Brazil and France, and so basically they're special themed cars about the identity of Senna and Prost, specifically for multiplayer. I don't think anybody will be driving the multiplayer cars of F1 2019 this season. So yes, there's a few screenshots, which should be already on screen anyway. And also, should mention that their faces are going to be in the game, and both cars will have the car numbering. Now, I think this should be expanded upon. I don't think the race challenges will hit off. I've been saying this for a couple of years now, but one of my older ideas is to have a classic season, and this could be the start of something like that, where we actually have a classic season with a full. You buy the current season, whether it's 2019, probably be 2020. But that also has the license for another season, like 1990, 2009 with Braun was the idea that I had back then. But basically, you race as the driver. You could pick the driver, so you could pick to be either Senna or Prost. I suppose in 2009 you could pick to be Vettel or Button, and go through the entire season attempting to win the races. Now, they could try and make a story mode out of it or not, but the race challenges I don't think are going to have a lot, and I don't think a lot of people will think. Remember, they had the race challenges back in 2017, and basically nobody was interested in that. So yes, as I mentioned, the drivers' likenesses have also been added to career mode, and you can experience all of this when the edition is launched, with 3 days early access on June the 25th. I should like to mention that I booked holiday for June the 28th and the 1st of July as well, to play the game, especially to make videos over that weekend, and now you're coming out on 3 days earlier. I can't change that holiday now, so it means that when it comes out on the 25th, don't expect any early gameplay. It will all be late on, and probably career mode on the Wednesday. But we'll get to the finer details of that close to the time. So yes, that's a little bit of annoying for me, where the fact that I booked holiday and then they've come out 3 days earlier in the end, which they haven't done before. But anyway, so yes, you'll get to hand 3 days early, and they've revealed the cover art for the Legends edition, which sees Senna and Prost, which you can see already on the cover art has the words Formula 2 licensed product as well as Formula 1 licensed product. I'll get onto Formula 2 a little bit later on. So much for the spoilers, Codemasters. So yes, now I don't know what other editions, but this is one of 2 editions at least. The other edition is the Anniversary Edition, which has already been looked at. For those of you who've been along this F1 journey for us for a while, we will know that F1 2019 will be the 10th F1 game from the Codemasters Birmingham studio, and we want to celebrate with you. If you pre-order the purchase of the pre-2019 anniversary edition, you'll receive 2 race-winning cars from the classic 2010 season. The Ferrari F10, as driven Alonso Massa, and Button's McLaren MP4-25. And as with other cars, you'll be able to purchase these at a later date, although these 2 cars are included in the Legends edition. And of course that so yes, I'll read out that last sentence in a moment, but first of all, I made a video about this about 3 weeks ago, because Amazon in-game leaked this on their website, and then of course they took it down, and now of course it's been confirmed. So yes, I'm going to leave a link. Hopefully I'll remember to do an eye thing in the top right hand corner, which should take, if you click on that, it should take you to the video that I did on those cars, as well as talking more about classic cars. But I want to touch on just one thing that I didn't mention, which is this last sentence here. That's of course in addition to Sebastian Vettel's and Mark Webber's 2010 Red Bull. So that's 5 cars we got confirmed. And it says many of the classic cars, which have been retained. Many, not all. I'm not sure what's going on. I suspect the 88 McLaren might get dropped because of the cost of the license. I'm not sure what other cars are going to get dropped. Whether they'll drop any other cars that were pretty much unpopular, like the 95 Ferrari, and the 70s cars. We'll have to wait and see. They're yet to release a full list of classic cars. That's still to come in the following months. But expect for some classic cars to get dropped. So moving on to the cover art. It's the time to reveal the cover art for 2019, don't you think? Building on the greatest F1 rivalries. So they're building on rivalries. Note rivalries. We'll have to wait and see if they build on that from Formula 2 to Formula 1, but it has to have driver transfers, which they'll never have. Or fake driver transfers. The cover art of 2019 has a fresh focus on the fierce competition which has been developing over recent series. Look, Hamilton and Vettel are on the front cover of this year's game, although as with past years we have some different variations which you can check out. No, I'm only showing the this is the anniversary edition, so this is I'm only showing the cover art now on screen for Vettel and Hamilton, which is the UCAN global cover art. So if you purchase through Steam, Xbox or PS4 digital download stores, then it will have this cover art. Vettel and Hamilton with his 2 million piercings there. If you live in the Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg, Max Verstappen replaces Vettel. So it's Vettel and Hamilton on the front cover there. France is the only region that doesn't have Lewis Hamilton on the front cover, because you've got Leclerc and Gasly. Spain has Sainz and Hamilton on the front. Canada has Stroll and Hamilton on the front. Australia has Ricciardo and Hamilton on the front. Mexico has Perez and Hamilton on the front. Poland has Kubica and Hamilton on the front. Russia has Kvyat and Hamilton on the front. And obviously there's a steelbook as well, which is based on that trailer that we had. So yes, if you want to go and view your particular region's cover art, check out the blog link in the link description below, and that should take you to all of them. So now it's time to touch on Formula 2. having teased the car. Well, they didn't tease the car. We all bloody saw it in the announcement trailer, which received an overwhelming positive reaction from you all. We love seeing all your comments. I didn't actually take a look at the comments section, to be honest. It's time to officially confirm. Well, we already knew that Formula 2 was confirmed for 2019. We're not stupid. The full 2018 season will be available from launch, and the F2 2019 season is being digitally added later in the year, complete with online functionality. So, to recap there, the F2 season is fully underway. Yes, there are some paid drivers, and I don't know how much. They must have paid at least a couple of million to get their race seats. If you follow Fitcher on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. But I don't understand. This is the second race already, and they haven't got the 2019 season. It's a bit worrying. I'm not going to lie. I'm worried that we might not see 2019 at all. And then we'll certainly see some Formula 2 action, but it'll be the 2018 cars, so we'll see Russell, Norris and Albon before progressing into Formula 1. But whether or not we'll see the 2019 Formula 2 cars with all the licensing, we will have to wait and see whether that develops, if Codemasters can develop that later in the year. I don't know. That's a concern. They also included 2 screenshots of some Formula 2 cars. So yes, which you can see on screen now. One of, don't know what that. I don't follow Formula 2 because it's not on Channel 4, so I have absolutely no idea what those cars are. I presume that judging by I think one of them is Russell and the other is Norris. I think the bottom one isn't. The second one is Norris. But if you want to tell me who they are, you can do in the comments below. But yes, I'm not a huge follower of Formula 2 because it's on Sky Sports and I don't have Sky, so yeah. Fans can see the new cover art that 2019 has a strong theme of rivalry running through it, just like the main sport itself. As such, as we are absolutely delighted to have resurrected F1's greatest ever rival between Senna and Prost, said Paul Jewell, who's actually, I called that there'll be something coming out this weekend because he's at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. He's the franchise director at Codemasters. Their rivalry began right back in. That's not actually true, Paul. He says 1984. Well, I tell you what. If it's Prost first knew of Senna in '84 at the Monaco Grand Prix, which was literally the wettest Monaco Grand Prix there ever is, and that's when we knew that Senna was a master in the wet in a Toleman, which of course nowadays is current day Renault, and that's what got him the drive at Lotus, and then he went on to win. He did that. I can't remember too much argy-bargy between him and Lotus. It was at McLaren in '89 when it really fell down. Especially in Japan, where they that slow left-hander at the final corner, at Suzuka, they touched and they went straight on, and Senna got disqualified. Prost retired, which gave Prost the World Championship, and subsequently the following year Prost had left for Ferrari by then, so they weren't even teammates, but they were still 1-2 in the championship. This time Senna was in front. Prost was in front in '89, Senna was in front in '90, and subsequently Senna took Prost out at the first corner. And after that in '91, it was a very bad season for Ferrari, and Prost said a few comments about Ferrari and how the car was like a lorry, and subsequently Ferrari fired Prost. And that pretty much was the end of the rivalry. It came back a little bit in '93. A little bit, although the McLaren there let Senna down, allowing Prost to get his fourth and final championship. So yes, we know our community will love the two legends of the sport and are finally being immortalised together in our game. We've also been extremely excited to bring the FIA Formula 2 Championship to the franchise. It's consistent to be one of the most requested features from our community, and it's come at a perfect time with the top three drivers of Russell, Norris and Albon progressing to F1 this season. We can't wait to unveil more details on how this is integrated into the career mode in the coming weeks. Hopefully we get the option to start our career mode in Formula 2, then be able to progress to Formula 1 with young driver tests. Hopefully young driver tests, because they are crucial to Formula 2 drivers, who haven't got that mileage, like Russell racked up for Mercedes, which now he can't take part because he's done too many races. So yes, we'll have to wait and see what gets new, and that is it. They've left you with some screenshots which are rolling through on this screen now of a couple of Renaults, two of Renault Haas, Toro Rosso, and one of Mercedes. So yes, that is going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see more F1 2019 game news as and when it comes out. Obviously we'll start career mode around the 26th of June, which is 2 months away. I'm very nervous about not getting Final Fantasy completed. I need to do multiple episodes, but that might inhibit the storyline. But so yes, I should probably do some upgrades to the cars for literally. Upgrades to the cars, and then probably going for record 3 or 4 races. So yes, F1 mod should be fine because we're already on. I've already got episode 6 recorded already, so and it doesn't take long to record that. So yes, let me know what you think in the comments below, and until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.